walking on air. Without a care.
안녕하세요, 레이입니다. 반갑습니다. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, everyone. If you are new, join the family by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Skincare is no doubt important in our lives, but doing skincare correctly is just as important. Of course, cleansing is also important. If you wear makeup, you should double cleanse. If you, like me, wear only sunscreen during the day, you should also double cleanse. However, did you know that cleansing is actually one of the easiest ways for us to damage our skin more than we know? Second only to exposure to sun and radiation. But don't worry, your skin isn't going to fall apart or start flaking. But if the cleansing products that you use are harsh and contains a lot of astringents, surfactants, and detergents, then you're honestly doing your skin a disservice. In this video, I'm gonna share with you guys my entire current, and I have to say current because my collection of cleansers is continually growing. So in this video, I'm gonna share with you guys my entire collection of cleansers, which are right there in the back. I'm no expert in skincare, however, I do like taking care of my skin, my body, and my health. So in time, I've collected a bunch of cleansers, and some cleansers are not going to be in this video. They might be in the future videos because I haven't tested them out yet. But in this video, I'm only going to share with you guys all the cleansers that I've actually tested out. At the end of each product, I'm going to rate them in terms of how affordable they are, how effective they are, and more importantly, whether or not they are gentle on your skin. But before we start, I want to give you guys a quick little disclaimer, and that is all the products that I mentioned in this video are my own purchases, with the exception of the Rovectin Skin Essentials Conditioning Cleanser, which was sent to me by YesStyle for me to review. So thank you, YesStyle, once again for partially sponsoring this video. And without further ado, let's get right into it. My cleanser collection. First up, we have the Cosrx Low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. The price range for this cleanser is about $10 to $14. What I like about this cleanser is that it has really gentle ingredients. Gentle ingredients including japonica leaf extract and tea tree leaf oil. But don't worry, these ingredients are also mixed in with some really good BHAs that helps fight acne and control your sebum level. This cleanser is formulated so that it is close to the human skin pH level, therefore not disrupting the natural skin barrier function. I typically like applying this cleanser in the morning to help remove any excess sebum that had built up overnight. After applying this cleanser, I can clearly see my pore appear smaller. Now, you can't shrink the size of pores. However, you can control how they appear by removing the gunk that's built up in your pores. Because I would normally wake up with really dark colored pores, and I know that's because of the sebum that I had produced overnight. But after cleansing with this gel in the morning, I can clearly see my skin a lot brighter and my pores don't appear as aggressive. I don't see the craters anymore. This gel cleanser is also great for oily skin. If you're an oily skin, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, we don't like using oil-based product. We like gel, okay? Gel's our friend. Overall, I rate this cleanser a 9 out of 10. And that's a really strong rating from me. I find myself reaching for this cleanser more often than I do the others. Cosrx Low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. 대박. Next up, we have the Secret Key Snail Repairing Foam Cleanser. This one runs for about $5 to $9. In terms of the functionality and the effectiveness of this cleanser, it was so disappointing. I have to say, the formulation is pretty weak. It doesn't do a lot. All it really does is just not much. Like, I really want to love this product a lot because it does have snail mucin filtrate in it, but at last I have to give it up because it just wasn't doing anything for me. Even though it's a foam cleanser, and I think that foam cleansers are actually reachable for oily skin people, it didn't do much for me. Like, I would apply it on, and after I wash it off, I can still feel my sunscreen on my face. And yes, it does keep your skin hydrated, this cleanser, but it doesn't remove anything. It's extremely gentle, and it could be a good thing. Like, on the spectrum of gentle cleansers versus super harsh and aggressive cleansers, this one is definitely at the far end of being gentle. Like, if you think this morning cleanser is gentle, this is like super gentle to a point where it doesn't really do much. The only thing it really does is remove the outermost film of oil on your face. Like if you're an oily person, then it really just takes that top layer of oil off your skin, but it doesn't penetrate deep enough in your skin to remove the sebum and remove the free radicals and the buildup in your pores. And the one good thing about this cleanser is actually when you come out of the shower after cleansing with it, your face feels hydrated, but also because deep down you know that it's not doing the job as well as the other products, you're kind of questioning whether or not you actually cleanse. But it does leave your skin really hydrated afterwards. So it's like, what do I want more? A clean face or a hydrated face? And I would go for a clean face because I can always hydrate myself and my skin with a good toner afterwards. So with that being said, I would give this cleanser a 3 out of 10. It just didn't do enough for me, and even though it is very hydrating, again, it didn't do its main job, which is to cleanse my face. I'm sorry, Secret Key, I really want to love your products. I really like your Hyaluronic Soft Aqua Soft Cream, the Hyaluron Aqua Soft Cream, I think that's what it's called. I really like that product, but as far as the Snail Repairing Foam Cleanser goes, 미안해요. Next, we have the Biore Men's Facial Wash. The price range for this is between $6 to $10. I recommend this for nighttime use because it is a bit more aggressive and you don't really need such a harsh cleanser in the morning. This is one of the products that I actually had to purchase out of necessity when I had no other options. I was traveling between my apartment and my parents' place, and I had forgotten to bring my cleanser, which is my Cosrx and the other one I'm about to talk about. When I got to their place, I was like, oh dang, I don't have no cleanser here. So I just went to the nearby store and picked this up. Having this is better than having nothing. I don't mind this product, but it's definitely very stripping. You do feel that suppleness after cleansing because it does have, I think, a high concentration of hyaluronic acid, which is actually what makes this the moisturizing model, because this one comes in different colors. Like they got the blue, the teal, the green, the purple, and I think the orange one is the high moisture one. This one actually has a good amount of hyaluronic acid and also variants of it like sodium hyaluronate and hydrolyzed. What's the other one? Hydro something. You get the idea. I typically use this as my first step cleansing, and then I follow up with another cleanser that is a lot more gentle, because this one, like I said, it is very harsh, even though it leaves your face pretty supple right afterwards, but then it quickly turns into a very tight sensation. And because of that, I need to follow up with a more nourishing and hydrating and moisturizing cleanser. And I just want to mention a quick little side note, and that is this cleanser was one of my first cleansers I've ever purchased, and it was before I even realized that products designed for men, air quotes, men, is simply just a regular product repackaged to sell to men. And a lot of times they pretty much just amp up the ingredients and the formulation so that it's a lot more aggressive, because I don't know why the industry thinks that men's skin is substantially different from women's, but it's not like that. My skin is actually very similar to my mother's. You don't want to be attacking your skin with really harsh products simply because it says men and you're a guy and you're like, I gotta use this. No, you don't. You can always use the regular products which are quote unquote designed for women, but they're not designed for women. They are designed for skin. We all got skin, guys. So that's just a quick little side note for me to tell you guys, because sometimes like when I see my guy friends and they have, you know, their cleansers and all their skincare products in their cabinet, and I see their cabinets and I'm like, every single product is labeled for men. And I instinctively know that these products are probably a lot harsher than the average skincare products that everyone else is using. So just a quick little side note. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. The good thing about this cleanser is that I appreciate that it foams. Again, foam cleansers are my friend. I do like foam cleansers because I'm an oily skin person. I don't mind it. However, I don't recommend this for dry skin types because it really just sucks you dry. And with that being said, I'm giving this cleanser a 5 out of 10, only because it is doing the job right, but in the process of doing the job, it is also very stripping. And I have to say, this is a very mediocre cleanser. There's nothing drawing me to using this every night. Like, I'm just like, hi, that's it. Like I'm not like, oh, I want to use this cleanser because I feel like it's going to do a lot of things for me. This one is just kind of like there. I should also point out that this one does have fragrance in it, but I don't mind it. The orange one smells a little bit citrusy. For those who don't like fragrance in their cleanser, avoid this. But honestly, personally, I don't mind fragrance in cleansers. And in fact, that's the only product I don't mind fragrance in, because you're just washing it off anyway. So fragrance or not, it's gonna wash off with it. All right, next up we got the Uno Whipwash. This is actually a product of Shiseido, and they don't mention Shiseido anywhere on this front packaging, but they do say Shiseido here in the back, very small, so you won't even know that it's actually by Shiseido until you look it up online. The price range for the Uno Whipwash is between $5 to $9, so along the same numbers as the Secret Key foam cleanser. However, this one is a lot more aggressive. I would only use this during the nighttime. It is too strong for me during the daytime because it really sucks out all the impurities and all the excessive oils, as well as your natural oils that you want to keep in your skin. It just sucks you dry. So this one, it has a cooling effect is what they say, and then it's good for oily skin and normal skin as well. There is a, I think it was like a green color version of this, and I think that one's for the normal skin. If you look at the ingredients list, charcoal is actually not that high up on this product, and for that, I'm kind of disappointed. Similar to the Biore men's facial wash, I stumbled upon this at a drugstore, and it was like a Japanese import drugstore. And I needed a cleanser, and this was the cheapest one I could find, and because I knew that I have good cleansers at home already, I don't need to spend extra money on like a fancier cleanser when I'm traveling abroad or just traveling between places. So I just needed something to get me by at night. Oh my gosh, I made skincare dirty. And because I picked this up for $5, I was like, why not? The texture of this is actually very odd, and I say that because, you know, you think of a cleanser and it's either a gel form, a foam form, or a creamier form, right? But this one is like a mixture of both because it comes out actually very thick, but once you lather it up, it is very foamy, and it causes this really strange sensation on your skin where it's like, it feels like a thick mud mask. So then I treat this actually as an in-shower mask sometimes. I put it on my skin, I leave it on just for like about 30 seconds before I rinse it off, because I feel like it does give me that cooling effect on my skin, which I know is the BHA's doing its job sometimes. Obviously don't leave it on for longer than like a minute because you're gonna dry out your skin really quickly. What's great about this cleanser is that it actually draws out a lot of the impurities, blackheads and whiteheads to the very surface of your pores. I think if you apply a really good BHA toner like the Cosrx Blackhead Liquid, I think that's what it's called, the black label one, or the Isntree Clear BHA toner right after using this, it really does help reduce the amount of sebum in your pores, and it's gonna help your skin look a lot brighter and clearer and not as porous. Overall, I think I would give this cleanser 6 out of 10, just 1 point higher than the Biore Men facial wash because it is a bit more aggressive, but I think this cleanser actually does its job well, at least for oily skin types. And again, if you quickly follow up this cleanser with a really rich toner that hydrates your skin, then you're all good. And last but not least, we have the Rovectin Skin Essentials Conditioning Cleanser. And like I said before, this cleanser was gifted to me by the great YesStyle, so 감사합니다. The price range for the Rovectin Conditioning Cleanser is actually between like $12 to $17, and I've always seen this on sale at YesStyle for like $12, $14. So if you guys see it at that price, you know it's a good deal. Also, if you guys want to get 5% off this product, you can use my code RAYSKIN5, also in the down bar below, for 5% off your purchase. This cleanser is super gentle, packed with grapeseed extract and radish root ferment filtrate that works alongside ingredients like hyaluronic acid. And because of that, it leaves your skin super supple and not dry at all. However, the texture is very strange. It's super watery, almost like water. Every time I pump it on my skin, I forget how liquidy it is and it just trickles off my hands and I waste product. It actually feels like an oil cleanser, even though there's no oil components to this formulation whatsoever, which makes it even more weird. I will compare this cleanser to the Cosrx low pH gel cleanser because both of them are super gentle and not stripping at all. However, this one is a bit better because you can actually use this in the morning and at night. Whereas the Cosrx gel cleanser, I would only recommend using it during the daytime because I don't think it's strong enough to actually get all the sebum and the free radical and all the buildup and gunk on your skin after a long day of work or just being outside. I don't think this one is actually strong enough to tackle all your problems, whereas this one really dives deep into your pores. And for those of you who don't like fragrance in their products, the Rovectin cleanser actually has 0 fragrance in it. You do smell a little bit of the radish root ferment filtrate, and I think it's only because radish just has a naturally strong smell to it. Overall, I would give this cleanser a 9 out of 10, similar to the Cosrx Morning Gel Cleanser, and I would have given it a 10 out of 10 had its texture not been so watery. I like that I can use this in the AM and also in the PM. The pump packaging actually makes it easier for us to use and saves us a little bit more time, especially in the morning when you're trying to just get out the house and go to work, you know? Very, very good cleanser. I highly recommend it. This is my new favorite cleanser right now, and I just find myself grabbing it every night in the shower and also in the morning too, because it's, like I said, very convenient to use. Alright, that is it for my cleanser collection and review. I hope you guys find it helpful and interesting to kind of just see what cleansers that I use, and I hope these are actual affordable options for you, because I know for me, when I think of skincare, I don't want to think of skincare as something that is unreachable or super expensive. I personally like skincare products that are more affordable, something that everyone and anyone can actually access and not just the 1%. So I made sure that all the cleansers that I mentioned today in this video are under the $20 price point. But like I said, if you use my code on YesStyle, you can actually get 5% off. But also, YesStyle always has a bunch of mega sales every week, so sometimes you never know, your favorite brand or your favorite product might be on sale for like 60% off or 40% off, so just keep an eye out at YesStyle. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for checking it out. 감사합니다. 고마워. The next video I'll be uploading will be about toners and chemical exfoliants, so be on the lookout for that. Until next time, stay safe and stay hydrated, everyone, both you and your skin. 잘 가. 안녕.